What's up, guys? Today in this video I want to give basically a special shout out to my old dog Cyber. As many of you guys know, and probably the reason why you're here is because about a year ago, last Thanksgiving actually, I had to put my dog Cyber down. And I just figured every year for Cyber Monday I'd like to give a little bit of a tribute video for him. Cammy, I bet you miss Cyber a lot, don't you? Yeah, he was your brother. But now you got Casey, who should not be humping you, bro. Alright, so like I was saying, I kind of just want to talk about in this video my last moments with him that I didn't go too into depth last year. If you want to know what happened, just watch my previous videos about Cyber. It was around last year, around October and November. Casey's really independent. And by the way, Casey's name, K is for Cammy and C is for Cyber. So Cyber is definitely an inspiration for a lot of things in my life. I guess we'll just start there. I got Cyber when I wasn't doing too well mentally. Cyber was like a bottle of antidepressants. He just made everything okay. And it just really sucked how everything unfolded last year, I just had a hunch from the start, ever since he started limping, and I just told so many vets, like, can I please get an MRI? Like, I think it's cancer. I think it's something in his brain. I think it's a tumor. No one fucking listened, man. Besides the point, I can't do anything about it now. What I can do is just tell his story. I don't want his story to die. Fuck. Even though Cyber has passed, I don't want his story to, go away or anything like that. So that's why I want to do this every year. I want to talk about the last 24 hours. Those were pretty rough, and I don't think anyone really knows to the extent of how bad that was. I'm gonna have a lot of footage. I'm gonna have a lot of footage in this video. It might be really triggering. Just know you're gonna hear Cyber crying. You're gonna hear him whining. Cammy can just tell I'm upset right now. Look at her. Or she's just trying to take his bone. Hey, don't take his bone. Really hard to talk about because I just feel so bad about everything. Like, not only just for what happened to Cyber, but Cammy didn't get to spend the last moments with him. We were all sleeping in my bed, and I think Cyber just knew, because at one point he put his hand right on my heart, and next thing I know, I was filming a video. I can't remember what I was filming, but then I realized that he was having a seizure.
Cyber, right here.
And it scared me because I've never seen a dog ever have a seizure, let alone mine, my everything. And I just didn't know what to do. I felt so helpless. And then at some point he just was screaming. The loudest screams were I know neighbors 2 houses down could hear him. And obviously it's a holiday, so, nothing's open. So I picked him up, and I put him in the car, and I drove to a hospital that was relatively close to where I was living at the time. And it was just the final slap in the face from a vet facility. They see he's stumbling out the car. He can't even hold himself up. He can't hold his bladder. I got a diaper on him. And they're just, this girl comes out with this clipboard, and she's asking me questions for 10 minutes. It's can you guys not get this information later? I've been to so many vets. Is this not on a cloud-based storage or something? Hi, Cammy. Thank you. And after 10, 15 minutes of that, just bullshit, they're about to take him in, and she tells me I can't go in there with him. And I just know in the back of my mind, these are going to be some of his last moments. I don't want to be without him. Now, this was a selfish mistake, but I didn't want to go in the hospital, so I didn't know what to do, so I just went to my parents.
I love you, Cyber. Are you there? Fuck. Cyber. Hey, you there? Good boy. You stay there. We're going. 4 minutes away. We're 4 minutes away, Cyber. We're going. I love you. I love you so much, man. You stay laying down, okay? We're almost there.
And I was in the car with him the rest of the night. And not only do I regret being really selfish about it, but I think the thing I'll never, ever, ever forgive myself for was any type of anger I had that night. You know, I felt so helpless. I felt like I couldn't help him at all. And just hearing him cry and cry and cry and just scream in pain, I just felt so mad. And I regret every emotion other than being present with him that night. After about an hour of that, you know, we fell asleep. We woke up. He was lethargic still. And thank you for being here, Cammy. Thank you. That morning, Phil made the call. You know, like, I think we should take him to a hospital. We go to a different hospital. And it's, you know, the whole deal of putting your dog down. And another hard thing about that was they gave me time alone with him, and they basically said, you know, when you're ready to put him down, press this button, and there's a red button on the wall. I told him so much how much I loved him.
We don't want to see you in pain anymore, okay? You mean everything to me, Cyber. I wish there was other options. I'm sorry.
As much as I could. And I'd like to know he heard everything I was saying, but I could tell he was in pain. I don't know if they gave him a drug to calm him down or something, but I could tell he was pretty tired. Let's just say that. And just having to press that button, like making that final decision to basically end his life was so fucking hard. Just ever since that day, you know, I just felt so bad because, you know, the last moments Cammy had with him were rushing out the door. She doesn't know what's going on, and then she never gets to see him again, you know, like with life at least. She got to sniff his body. Just, I wanted her to get that closure. But just ever since that day, like, I know it's not my fault what happened, but like I can just never ever forgive myself for any of those negative feelings I had that night. And I really don't know where I'm going with this other than like just venting. And it's just nothing has been the same. I'm so grateful for everybody and everything in my life right now, but it's just so fucking hard without him. And I want to keep making these videos so, like, he knows that I don't forget about him. You know, and I haven't. I think about him all the time. Like I said, he was my foundation for everything. And every time I go to my parents' house, I make sure to see him when I get there, and I stop there when I leave. But
it just, it sucks without him. And I'm so grateful for Cammy. I love Casey so much. I just don't want his story to be forgotten, so that's why I'm telling this. Another thing I want to come out of this video is just, try your best to enjoy those moments that you have with your loved ones. Like, really fucking try. Because you never know. You never ever know when your last moments are gonna be with them or your moments. You can go at any fucking second. And in a previous video... Hi, Casey. In the previous video, I said, you never know. You could have an aneurysm at any second and die. Kind of what happened with Cyber, just at any moment, a tumor can develop, and that's that. Lights out, So, I'm going all over the place with this video, but I just want my point to be, please be present with your loved ones, because they will go. Nothing in life is certain other than we are all gonna die. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but it's facts. That's all we are guaranteed to is death. There's no life without death. And when you have life and death, that small amount of time in between, just be as present as you can with your loved ones. I learned that so much with Cyber's passing. I saw all the moments from the start. I saw his personality change. And I was trying to do everything possible to extend his life. I remember at even some point, I prayed, and I don't pray like that. And to whoever I was praying to, I said, if you let Cyber live, you can take anything you want from me. I was going through the classic stages of grief. I was literally bargaining, if I become paralyzed and he's still alive, I'm okay with that. All of this stuff. And no matter what I did, it didn't do anything, That was his time. And it sucks because he was so young. Not even 4 years old. I'm not trying to make this tribute video about me and how I feel and all that stuff, but obviously it's a big part of everything that happened. But again, my point is, love your loved ones. If I can make Cyber's story anything to anyone, I want it to be present with your loved ones. I said that 10 times in this video, okay? It's important to me. I'm thinking of that night whenever I get mad or angry or frustrated. I just try my best to think of that night and to let that shit go. Because that energy can be used to love them. Right now, Casey's biting my hand. I can get mad, or I can correct him and show him something else to bite on, like a toy that I don't have around here. But you get my point. Life is just way too fucking short to have negative energy, at the end of the day. That might seem like an asshole thing to say to people who are going through, way worse things. I know one of you guys actually messaged me recently that your dad is in the hospital and he's been in there for the past week and he's been feeling weak. I still think this advice can apply to that. Is just, no matter what is going on, just try your best to be positive with those loved ones and just be present. And when I say be present, I mean just be there with them. Just be there with them. I really had no plan for this tribute video. I've been thinking about this for a long time. But I do know every year for Cyber Monday, I want to post something in his name. And this year, I want it to be to just spread this information that you don't know how long you have with your loved ones, and it's important to be present with them. I think he would appreciate I'm spreading this message in his name. And Cyber, I miss you so fucking much, man. You were literally my everything. I owe everything in my life to you. Everything. my job, my independence, literally my entire life revolve around my dogs. And Cyber was my first one, and I'll never ever forget him. And I really hope you guys don't either, because even though he's gone, I still feel like he's with me in a spiritual way. You know, he's watching over me. Sometimes I even see a little bit of Cyber and Casey. And yeah, I'm talking about you, buddy. I appreciate you guys watching. I understand if it was a hard watch, because I couldn't articulate anything because I was crying the whole time. I didn't even articulate that last sentence. I hope the videos weren't too triggering, but you know, it's real shit that happens. You know? It's real shit. What do you have, Casey? You got some tape? I don't think you can have that. Can I please have it before you go through all the layers? Thank you. With all that being said, I know I said I was doing daily vlogs for like 554 days. When I got Casey, though, I just kind of wanted to be present with him. And that's what I've been focusing on. I've been focusing on a lot of stuff, but I'll be making more videos soon. I have so much unreleased footage of Cyber that I look forward to, you know, release over time. I realized Cyber had such a bigger impact than I could imagine when he passed, from, you know, people's condolences to... I can't believe how many people got a Doberman because of Cyber, and I just love knowing that, you know, he has had such a positive impact. And if I can make a positive impact in your life with his story, and even though it ended terribly, I hope you guys can get some lessons from that. So, thanks for watching this video. And Cyber, I love you so much, man. I miss you. And remember, this is the 50th time I said this. Be present with your loved ones, because you never know how long they're going to be here, including yourself. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.